Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you enter Doak Campbell Stadium, you have to walk past the statue of Bobby Bowden first. This is sacred territory in college football. The fans know it. When they get chanting and the horse gets running, you know this is one of the most special places in all of college football. Can't wait to see how the Seminoles bounce back this season here at the Dome. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Mustangs headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carter. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So Florida State's offense will go to work first. And here comes Ashton Daniels, portal transfer from Auburn. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. The give to the back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Makes the catch. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. They're testing the right side here. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so. And A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
The Mustangs offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And man, those big boys up front, man, they're the foundation of this unit, right? Like, they control everything. You have a great quarterback back there, and that's awesome. And we're going to talk about him throughout the game. But the guys up front, man, the ability to be physical and keep him clean and keep him protected where he can do his work is the reason why this team is successful, Jesse. I bet you wish you had a line like that.
No question about it. And this defense, they've got their work cut out for them because they know they somehow, some way have got to be able to get home to the quarterback and try and affect him. That is easier said than done against this offensive line. They play as a cohesive unit. You don't see a lot of mental.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. Not only did he nail it, the direction is perfect as it heads to the sideline. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Scooped it! Scored it! Into the end zone! Touchdown Mustangs!
And man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Give to the running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. It's on target and complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough.
There's a crease. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. And you just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
A first down run in the red zone. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carter. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying the left side. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Floats it out in space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Hard running there. And they get him down.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Green. Finding some room. Continues to fight for yards. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch him napping on the run and nothing doing. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. The option, the keeper, finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second.
Might have a chance. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
How about the left side of the line, getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. He's at the touchdown. Mustangs. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for...
Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Noles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They knock him down right there.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Firing to the right, complete. Could not make his way to the corner. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. To the air, it's Jennings. Complete. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Taken in by Smith on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Caught behind the line. It's Knight. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Runs through the tackle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll line up for a second down play. The play action fake. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second, try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Makes a catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air, it's Berry. Makes the grab, it's Robinson. Turning it on! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Noles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Now on the move. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He'll throw on third down. Zings it complete to the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Maybe a crease. Got enough for the first. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
Timeout, Mustangs.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, I caught up with Coach Brett Lashley at the half. The first half was okay, even though they've got a lead. He understands the ACC season opener, conference opener, they've got to be even better in the third quarter. He said there's some things we can clean up, some positives we can build on. Their intensity has to remain strong here to start the second half.
Appreciate that, Holly. Finds his man. It's Knight. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He makes the grab. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Berry. He lobs one high down the left side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And this offense, man, it's just been a struggle. Everything's been hard so far through the air, and they can't get the passing game going. Something has to bust loose. They got to get something going to create some momentum and some kind of urgency in this offense.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to throw it. Hauls it in. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Seminoles are flying down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quick completion to the right. Runs through a tackle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for a man. It's Berry. Throws to the wideout. Looking for the goal line.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Florida State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Next, score. SMU 30. Florida State 20.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. To the air on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Hale. Flying out to the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mustangs.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Berry. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Bunch formation for these receivers. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got the back in the middle. And tackled there by the defense. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Knight. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw it again. Makes a catch. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. This was one of the primary storylines going into this one. How productive would these two wide receivers be? Both of them have scored touchdowns, and we have a quarter to go. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping into the field, that gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Steps away to find some room. There he goes. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. He splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to...
Makes a grab and room to run. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Got his man on the right. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Fires left. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The quick out. And they get it down short of the first down marker.
They decide to throw for it on 4th down, but guys, if you're going to do that, you've got to make sure you get beyond the sticks. You can't throw it short, and the routes can't be short of the sticks.
He's loose down the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Corners showing press, they want to be physical here. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the pummeling has started.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Looking downfield, it's Berry. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Seminoles come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
So they'll use a timeout here, 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Quarterback keeper steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. A booming punt, and it's headed toward the sideline. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him. That's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Lopez. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Snagged out of the air.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside. Something you feel good with. They try. Fortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult.